4, 3, 2, 1, get no fun. Yeah, we drink and I toke. He smokes and I drink. We don't care. We fight for our right to get home alive. And we don't care. Bullshit aside, it's time to go live. Yeah, we don't care. People work hard. Should we go too far? Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, we don't really care. Drinks and I tote, in pain and I quote. Yeah, we don't really care. Smoking and drinking, yakking and thinking, we don't care. Bullshit aside, it's time to go live. Yeah, we don't care. People walk hard, should they go too far? Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, we don't really care. We don't really care. We don't really care.
There we go. Okay. Today is Friday. Sorry. Oh, it's not Friday today. Sorry, it's today is Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. And this is the Mark and Ryan Shore Brothers podcast. And we're broadcasting live from an undisclosed location in a bunker in East Vancouver. Well, you know what? We're gonna get Dr. Ryan on here right now.
So looking into the future.
We're gonna get a guest here.
Am I live?
I can't even get my co-host. I can't even get you're live. I can't even get my co-host to answer this. Get a guest on this fucking program. What's going on over there, Ryan?
Whoa, we just got the banner today.
I seen that there. I seen that picture there, and so Uncle Mark was a little hungover, and I got some. I'm wearing a black armband right now because I went to the beer and wine store, and they ran out of Mark Vars, and I had to.
Oh no!
I had to use something else. It's not good. Okay.
Did you have to go to the new style or the old style?
Oh no! I just I can't mention it's a German beer. It's like Bundesliga. It sounds kind of like that.
Bundesliga.
Yeah. Anyways, I played a little excuse me, so I basically we'll talk about the had some technical difficulties trying to get on there. So your reader for my SD card, you can't do it like that. It keeps wiping it out and I have to keep reformatting it. So we'll have to do it a different way. But anyways, folks, nobody wants to hear that.
No,
yeah, your reader. See, every time I come over,
inconvenience.
Every time I come over there, somebody, there's it's like possessed. They're like bad juju too, eh? Like we're gonna discuss today, like those. Anyways, I did the introduction. I really like what you did with that tune there, that tunage, and I sent it out around the universe, and people are listening to it right now. So it's a good thing, right?
Ooh.
So what do you want to talk about? What's got your goat today? I'll tell you what's got my goat. I just called employee services, and I was outside, and I hung up on them politely. I could go, yeah, I already know the answer you're going to give me. They sent me a letter in the mail about those sick days. Anyways, and they clawed it back, and I go, yeah, if you have any injuries, well, I do have an injury. I'm not getting my tax money back till next year. And then, they just put on this big spiel, and I go, listen, she goes, I'll put you on hold. I go, listen, don't bother. I already know your answer. You have a nice day. And I hung up on her. So there you go. That's got my goat.
Well, how much interest are they going to make? $500.
Well, not that. No, it's not. It's not the interest. It's no.
Times thousands of people.
No, but they got their money. No, look, they took their money back. But the thing is, I paid taxes on that money already.
Yeah, I know.
I can't get that back from the fucking until next year.
Government ain't giving that back.
Well, no, exactly. And she goes, oh, then why the fuck did you send me the letter? Oh, if you incur,
you're not even gonna get the 500 back either. It just goes into a huge pool, and you get what you get.
I know, but that's not what I'm saying. So my point is, why did you send me the fucking letter? Because that's why I called them. I go, what? Yeah, it says if you incurred any injuries. Well, yeah, I incurred injuries. You know what? My fucking dick hurts. What? Yeah, we gotta say it in Serbian. It's my kurac boli. You know what that means? Yeah, my dick hurts. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Anyways, moving. This is kind of a raw edition today.
Oh, you want to hear related news?
Okay, what's related news?
So Kanye sent text messages to an assistant. He's getting sued for saying that his dick was racist and he'd have to beat it.
Yeah, well, it sounds like Michael Jackson or something. I don't know. Beat it. Yeah, whatever you want to talk about there. You know, I got all these people now trying to give me suggestions. Why don't you do this in the podcast? Why don't you go fuck off and go start your own podcast? Huh? I'm getting tired of it already. Like all these, you know what? Suggestions are like assholes. Everybody's got one, folks. If you're listening to this, keep your suggestions to yourself. If we want you on the program.
I like suggestions.
We ask people to come on the program. We have a new episode now. It was we got rid of Benito. He's finito from the last one there in the last. So if you want to get gonged, start asking questions. You're gonna get gonged like the Chuck Barrett's Gong Show.
The Gong Show.
So I guess leading into bad juju too, that's what you wanted to talk about. I mean, I don't want to keep I don't like talking about bad luck because I don't even want to go to work today. I had enough of this bullshit. So I'm even set up.
It's not bad luck. It's just weird stuff.
Oh, it's like you're not superstitious like I am. Listen, remember I told you that story about the 3 fucking black cats within a couple blocks? Who gets that? Within 2 blocks, I got 3 black cats that I went, is this deja vu? How do you get 3 black cats within a couple blocks cross your path? That's not normal. I've never seen that. And that happened. I don't know.
You know what happened to me today? I had a black squirrel. Today. I was walking Cooper in the woods, and a black squirrel dropped right in front of me. Out of a tree.
What did he say to you? What did he say to you? He goes, "Your fucking podcast sucks." That's what he said. You know what he goes? Your podcast sucks. Wait, listen, and let's give the brother Sherman. So now the buttons are working again because see your butter, even your card reader, even try to take out my fucking SD card. Never mind. Let's suck it in the 70s. Listen. Oh yeah, that beer tastes great. Yeah.
What do you expect from China?
Oh, it's not from. Oh, come on.
My reader's from China.
Oh,
we got it off Wish.
Well, I thought you were.
I'm not from China. I was born in Surrey.
Maybe you are, and you just don't know it.
Maybe.
Okay, anyways, let's move on from that. So, that's talking about bad juju and all that other stuff. I mean, there's not really much to talk about. I think we've really regurgitated this subject because I don't really like talking about bad luck because, let's talk about this stuff. So this would be a part of bad juju. It's not though, but like I said, I seen an astrologer 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, and he was a famous astrologer, and I don't know if he's still alive. He's an old fucking crispy raisin, but he told me he goes, your destiny was written on your forehead before you came out of your mother's womb, and I went, yeah, I guess so, because. You know what? I hope the next life's a better one. You know why? Because this one sure hasn't treated me fucking kindly. Just give us the money.
You got a pretty rough go.
Just give us the money. We'll be good. We promise. Right, Sonny? Anyways, what do you got to talk about? Am I lulling you to sleep over here or what?
So, if somebody yells in your ear and blows your eardrum, is that assault?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, somebody going to get very, very, very much in trouble.
I would have called the cops. That's what I would have did that right there in that lunchroom. I would have called the cops. He has witnesses, and people down there. I know what to do. So that occurrence there were statements should have been taken from our affiliation, and he should be suspended without pay right now. Yep. Now that's assault. You can't do that kind of stuff. So if I can't say retard on the fucking radio and I got to call them special people, then I guess I can't scream in somebody's ear either, right?
Well, you're not on the radio, so you're allowed to say it.
Well, I thought we were on the radio.
No, we're on the internet, bro.
Well, I know this is the new radio. Oh yeah, last night I guess I was half intoxicated and I was cranking tunes. I was cranking the soundtrack, the fucking American Graffiti. Oh yeah, it was crazy. It's just
that's in the next episode.
Uncle Marco was before. That's why I'm giving the segue. I go, Uncle Marco was before me. He finally got his surround sound fixed. Days with my sound bar. I finally figured out the trick to get my sub working. I guess they go, shit. They're probably thinking, I was really nice before you got that thing fixed. So there you go. But yeah. So what else? What else do you want to discuss today? I mean, right now, like I said, I did this. I forced myself to set all this shit up, and I think we'll do. He's still working on those guests there. Eh? We need some call-in guests there.
We need some call-in guests.
Well, we can talk to that. We could talk to that fella that agreed to talk to us about the psych nurse. Eh?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, because, like I said, because Dave Chappelle and Joe Rogan are busy right now. So, we're just waiting for people. Well, I really like to talk to Rocky Balboa because the Little Rock, I mean, it's like...
I might have to lower my standards. I don't know.
Well, we have to because, nobody wants to talk to us. I mean...
they're afraid.
Well, I don't think they're afraid. They just, maybe we got bad BO or something. I don't know. They just don't want to talk. I don't know.
Hey, I always smell good, bro.
Man, well, how about when we're in that hall? People smell, they smell really lovely. Like they haven't changed their jackets and their shirts in like 5 fucking months and they smell like rot, like BO. And you could, that's
like sulfur.
Oh, it's not that. This is that pungent BO smell.
Okay, I don't want to even think about it.
Why not? Why don't you? So before I called you, what I did? I went to the bathroom and I dropped the kids off at the pool, and I had to at least 5 wipes. Eh? It was like
usually people do that in the morning.
When you clench your ass cheeks when you're trying to get in the house. And you got the key and it's starting to shake and going, "Okay, get me in the house. Get me in there." My ass cheeks were clenching. What else do you want me to say?
Get the sweats.
Well, I was trying to watch my Keno draws while I was trying to fucking call you, but you know what? The draws ran out, so fuck it. Let's give the brother Shorman some love. Let's give him some love, Dr. Ryan. We deserve that, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back, folks. And we promise I'm going to have a nice gulp of a refreshing beer. Listen to this.
Try Dick's Nuts. They're absolutely fabulous. The fresh aroma of pecans, the sweet smell of peanuts. They're fabulous and delicious, folks. You got to support your local retailers out in your hood. They're mom and pop shops. They're out in beautiful Maple Ridge, BC. You can find them on Meta, formerly known as Facebook. Try Dick's Nuts. Good to the last lick.
Okay, folks. Coming back from our break again. Oh, yeah, sucking in the sounds of the 70s. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're going to talk about bands and rock bands and all these bands that we've seen in our journeys in life. So why don't you take it away there, Dr. Ryan?
First big rock show I ever saw was Stiff Upper Lip Tour, AC/DC, Rogers Arena, Rogers Place, GM Place, whatever the fuck you call it.
Okay.
There was like 4 or 5 of us. We were not even 16 yet. We must have been 17. I was turning 18. And we were smoking a...
Well, happy belated 17th and 18th birthday. That was a while ago, eh?
Smoking a joint in the park beside the BC Place, and I look up and there's a fucking cop on a horse and tripped the fucking hell out of me.
Did the horse say anything to you?
No, but the cop was like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like,
"You act like Mr. Ed.
Going to a concert. You better move along."
That little boy. Come on there, chef.
It was great, though. They had the big wrecking ball came down and he rode it, and the fucking cannons and all that shit was great. Original lineup. And on the way home, we're waiting for a ride at fucking New West Station at the SkyTrain.
Yeah.
This pickup comes, it's like San Francisco style streets, right? Steep. This guy's in a pickup, gets thrown out of it, rolls, stands up and walks towards us and is like, "Hey guys, do you need any uppers or downers or anything like that?"
Yeah.
Like, and we were like, "Whoa, like, you okay, bro?" Like,
at least you didn't buy some oregano and it was fake weedy back in the day.
Yeah, no, we're smart.
Here, have some pot. Here's some oregano for you.
It used to literally
people get ripped off at concerts, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
It was like indoor or outdoor.
Fights.
That was all you got.
Yeah. But when it was the oregano, and so
the oregano,
and then all of a sudden, you know, I can't remember what the guy looked like. And all of a sudden, he's probably sold oregano to the whole fucking crowd, and nobody's going, "I'm not getting stoned."
Yeah, I went to the Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Foo Fighters, and I had everybody's joints in like my smoke pack, whatever. And
that's when you could smoke weed at a concert.
They fucking found it and turned me over to a cop, and then he let me go. And I was like had such a bunk night after that.
Nothing wrong with that, actually.
Fuck,
just to let you go. I mean, you know, back in the day when I was really young, you know, this cop would pull you over, go, you know, you shouldn't be driving. I go, yeah, well, you know, and he goes, you know, let me see your license. And he looks at my address. He goes, well, you only live a couple blocks away. You know, just park and walk. You know, back in the day, that's what they do.
Not me.
Well, I'm just saying I'm older than you. I'm an old fucking crispy raisin. Crispy wheats and raisins.
They only had lap belts.
What the hell is that? What's a lap belt? Oh, I don't even know what that means.
You don't know what a fucking lap belt?
Is that a useless fact again, or what? Or an useless fact?
No, they had lap belts. Just one. Now they got the fucking shoulder shit. Like,
I don't look at what they're carrying shoulder. Like, I mean, like, anyways.
Some cars didn't have seatbelts at all, for fuck's sake.
I know that.
I remember my dad at the liquor store, and we're going around the corner in the parking lot, and I fell out the fucking door, and he had to grab me. Come here.
I had the old cars there. They had seatbelts, the ones I had. I mean,
my dad had a different car every week sometimes.
Yeah, I remember. I can't count. I lost count. I mean, I think I've owned over like 30, 40 vehicles since I've been 16. So, yeah, I mean, it was fun though. It was like you're driving always something different, right? You know, and it wasn't nothing expensive. It was just you flip one or you buy another one, and you buy a truck, or it was kind of fun actually. It was a lot of fun.
It's a lot different than it is now.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know what?
Cars ain't cheap.
Hold on, Canada's burning, Pierre. Canada's on fire.
My carbon tax is going to totally fix that, bro.
Tax there. You know what we got to do? We got to grab that little Greta and send her off into the chuck and give her a Viking funeral. How dare you? How dare you? Give her a Viking funeral and it's all over.
It's not just her, dude.
Come on, I'm being suspicious. Suspicious. What do we call that word?
Being suspicious, it wouldn't be suspicious.
You know what I'm saying. You got to work the dough. Well, I mean, okay, let's not talk about her because that's gonna get
all guitars must be electric.
Okay, that's okay. So that Greta thing, like, how dare you? It's like what's her name, Krista Feeling, Mr. Speaker, and all that bullshit.
Growing up.
Well, you know what? Maybe she could give her a Viking wedding. It's like a Viking wedding. I said,
a Viking wedding.
Oh, then she could have a Viking funeral.
Sure.
She was listen. We'll get into that in another episode. But that one there, she's a plant. She was planted in there, groomed, and her parents played a role. And they must have gave him a suitcase full of money. And I wish Uncle Marco could have a suitcase full of money. They don't have to work anymore. Just give us the money. We'll be good. I promise. What do you think? Right?
It's like Big Lebowski.
Yeah, I guess
they stole my tidy whities.
Tidy whities. Is he stoned through that whole movie?
Who's tidy whities, Walter?
Yeah, Walter. He's stoned the whole. It's kind of it's a weird movie.
It's super
like,
weird.
You're like, you gotta look at from one scene to the next. Go, what the fuck?
That didn't make sense.
It's kind of like Robot Chicken. It's like Robot Chicken. All of a sudden you're watching something and it's funny, and then within a split second you go, "Did I just fucking see that?" It's a fucking somebody fucking a stuffed teddy bear, and then all of a sudden it goes back to it's fucking warped. I'm going, what is this fucking thing? Like,
because Seth Green's warped.
Well, I guess he should go on the comedy roast, and somebody should just roast the shit out of him.
The
Illuminats. That's the Illuminats. BVP. The Illuminats.
People are going to think we're talking about the real Illuminati.
Yeah, we're just joking. But anyway, so we're going to continue on with this theme of concerts. So I'll give you my story. I had to Google it, what year it was, because it was a flashback to an acid trip. But so I got in 1986. I can't remember. Me and a couple guys drove down to the Tacoma Dome down in Washington, and we seen AC/DC. I don't think it was for those. I don't know if it was Fly on the Wall, but they played the cannons for those about the rock, and all I remember is we're down. And that's when you still had festival seating. and you could go anywhere on the floor, and we're on the floor, and there was like 4 rows of everybody from the U.S. military with skinheads with fatigues on them, and they were all armed and armed. They wouldn't let you get near the front. It was crazy. So, I mean, nobody was fucking with them.
Is that because of the cannons?
No, it was just people, to get to the front of the stage.
Is that because people had been crushed?
No, because they didn't want anybody blocking in. So they're all on the same unit, and they all blocked off 4 rows. People try to go to the front, you weren't going anywhere. No. If you were, you're getting into a scrap. And they all chain locked their arms, and I went like, wow. But those cannons I was deaf after that, but it was
loud.
So in the same year, I believe it was ZZ Top came to the Coliseum, and an old friend, we jumped on the bus, and the old trolley bus is there, and we went down there, and we got there, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes late. I wanted to see we didn't know who the backup band was, and I found out it was Stevie Ray Vaughan. I went, fuck, now I'm like older. I go, wow, I missed them in 1986. What a show, because he's dead, right?
Yeah.
So that would have been a hell of a show to see him. But you know what? It is what it is. I mean, it was some interesting times back then. I'll tell you, I'll share another story. This is funny. You remember the Town Pump?
Yep. They
had a lot of these avant-garde, artists and stuff in there from college, university, all different mix. And I remember I go there one night from one of our affiliate guys we worked with. And we're watching, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching this. All of a sudden, it's like it's like a 2-piece. They come on a stage, and all of a sudden he's got this white bucket, and all of a sudden he pulls out this squid. And he's singing to the squid, and I'm going like, this is fucked. It was like, I've never seen anything so. And he was in a white tutu, and he's like, oh, it's like B-52. He's singing to the squid. I'm going like, who the fuck is this? So that was an interesting story.
That's different,
isn't it?
The first show I ever played was at Studebaker's, and we opened for Charlie Drown. And Charlie Drown, she put tape on her pasties, like. Okay. And she had like steak knives for a hand, like Freddy Krueger style.
Okay.
And she'd like cut herself.
Oh, so I guess she, when you injure yourself, it's like, it's like self-torture. You keep doing it to yourself. It's
I don't remember her cutting herself at that show, but I remember we had
here's the dog.
We had
what do you speak there? Come
box
on.
Of wine.
Go on, speak. Come on.
And
at least somebody loves me.
She was drunk. We all got drunk on this huge box of wine.
A galley keg, eh?
Yeah.
Was it a galley keg? How was your hangover that
the next morning? Not good.
Oh, yeah, there's some sugar involved, I guess, there, eh, with the galley keg, eh?
It wasn't gala. It was like...
No, but they called it a galley keg back in the day.
Galley keg.
How about a Yucca Flux? You know what a Yucca Flux is?
No.
Oh, man. Google Yucca Flux. That's how, when we were younger, we used to party. We'd grab a 5...
Hey, Siri, what's a Yucca Flux?
We used to grab a 5-gallon pail, put in ice, 5 Alive, limes, and all these fucking fruits, and then we
Yucca Flux cocktails.
And then we put in a 60-pounder, a couple 60-pounders of vodka,
rum drum,
and you put rum in there, and you added all this booze in there. When you drank it, it tasted like lemonade. And we did our own version of that. This is like the poor blue collar working version, and everybody was intoxicated. People ended up sleeping in the park. They partied with us. They found themselves waking up in parks and stuff. But
Yucca Flux.
Yucca Flux. Yeah, so the other thing
that this summer.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll go back on another segment because I have lots to talk about my old bands, and we rehearsed in the York Theater, the old famous York Theater, and I got some stories about that. That was lots of fun in there, and we'll get into another segment, folks. But now we're sucking in the sounds of the 70s. Yeah.
Try our new Uncle Marco's homemade pizza. It's absolutely delicious. Coming to your local retailer soon. And add a 6-pack of Mark Farr beers. Absolutely fabulous.
We're broadcasting live from a bunker in East Vancouver, an undisclosed location. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm pretty good, actually.
Well, my blues is your news today because I'm not having a good day. Like I said, the cat's fucking the dog. He keeps barking. He won't stop. Fucking my window regulator broke, so I ripped it apart, and I didn't have any. I had some Gorilla Tape inside the house, but I used the packing tape. Oh, that worked really good.
Did you get the window up at least?
Oh yeah, it's up, but yeah, it's fixed. But it's like with me in life, I have to do things 30 times, and then it looks really good. So, But yeah, besides that, I'm not having a really good morning. It's been hectic, and I just ate something, and then did some dishes, cleaned up, and the regular inch of dust is around here. My bachelor pad. That's because I'm a single guy, eh?
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Yeah, I know. I need that.
You win in Keno, you can hire a maid to do that.
Fuck Keno and BCLC. They can. You know what? I don't even want to. You got to start beep, suck my beep.
You know who else can suck a beep?
Well, yeah. Who's that? Yeah. So let's hear what you got to say there.
Oh well, last night I took a job.
Yeah.
Well, first off, people don't understand the nature of our work. So
no, they never
let's
do.
Just say you have to be there or be square. So if you're not in East Van we start at 3, you're not working. So
yeah.
I pick my job. I go to my job place.
Yeah.
They try to finish the one gig before time was up by giving the operator and a couple guys the hour to finish.
No.
When they can't finish and start freaking out, they say, we're going to give you guys the extension.
Yeah.
Well, it's too late because you've already given the guys the hour. So they needed to have a break and then start their 3 hours.
I know you're venting right now there, Brother Ryan, but all these people out here in Brazil and Europe and all that. They
don't get it. Nobody really gets it.
Well, because you're just venting right now. So, I got allergies and I'm not happy either. But the thing is.
So put it this way. Instead of ordering guys for the night shift, right?
I get it.
They didn't.
I know.
And then they got caught with their pants down. Listen, they needed guys and they weren't available.
Get it off your chest, Ryan. Get it off your chest. This is your chance. Your 15 minutes of fucking fame.
I got fired.
Okay, now that's what I was talking to you about last night, or the text there, but I was at work at another undisclosed location in slave camp, but
I got caught in a crossfire.
You did there, and it's okay. That'll be resolved one way or another. You just, you learned a valuable lesson. Don't go back to that shithole ever again. So how do you...
but I need to work. I need to feed my family. It's not fair that they got to be jerks about it.
Yeah, I know, but, so no, we're not, no names or nothing. We don't mention any sites or no names in our affiliation. But like I said, that place there, nobody wants to go there. So you know what? Guess
fully
what?
Automated now.
Well, it is, but it's just, that's coming regardless, and you can't stop that. But the thing is, look.
My dad said it used to be like Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah, it was a camp.
Now it's Ernest Goes to concentration camp.
Well, that's the problem, though. It's like, sometimes, what? Sometimes we're our worst own enemies. And it happens over decades. And then it's just not that. It's within our organization that we belong to. We're our worst enemies. And you know what? How do you fix stuff? I'm sorry to say it. You know what? I think everything's unfixable. And they know it, and it's game, set, match. They hire lawyers. I'm sorry. They got
That's exactly where it's going.
They've been doing this for 30, 40 years, and they've been playing the long game. So you know what? Hey,
but they used me for a pawn.
Well, you know what? Then maybe you should start playing checkers.
Yeah, right.
Hold on, let's turn up some sound. Let's turn up some sound effects here for Ryan. Yeah,
I'm gonna get you a drum roll. You need a drum roll.
Hold on. Sure do. I got one. He didn't know that?
Nope. Haven't heard it before.
She's loaded.
Right?
When you get back from your, I'm glad you got a chance to vent here, and I got a chance before you go on your camping trip, but don't make any fires, because I think it's raging here in BC, but that's up north, so you should be okay.
It's pretty dry up there. I should be fine. It looks like it's going to rain today again.
Yeah, but I'll be honest with you. I'm just watching the news there with no volume on, like headlines and all that while we're talking here, but it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's like somebody's starting these fucking fires. I'm sorry. I mean, I've been here. I've been born and raised here, and I've never seen, they're not saying how the fire started. Oh, there's fires raging. Yeah. Well, you know what? How did it start? Was it humans?
Mostly humans.
Or was it Oprah when, in Hawaii and Maui?
Maybe one of these direct energy weapons?
Maybe she was over on an e-bike and, she said, I like that property, because apparently she owns a lot of property here in BC.
It's property everywhere.
Well, that Jewel girl that used to sing or whatever, that folk singer or whatever, she bought a town up BC there. That I don't know if it was a mining town or a logging town or whatever, and nobody was there.
Maybe she's looking for jewels.
She bought the whole town, and so you know what? Maybe she can just play it all, to the animals and get that folk stuff going on, like Simon and Garfunkel, eh?
Right.
Well, I feel a little bit better. Like I said, I've been just hacking shit up and blowing my nose out. It's this fucking. I got some allergies.
Pollen.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's just I'm fine when I go to bed. I wake up and then I'm just all stuffed up. So it's
everything is blooming.
It's blooming. I mean, I just like I said. So I got all that erotic stuff here. I got some new neighbors moving in, and I'm little new neighbors. Yeah, new neighbors there. But we'll see how that works out. Hopefully everything works out. But one of these days I'll be moving on to greener pastures, and we'll still be doing this podcast. That's the beauty of this. You can just do it anywhere. So we launched here. Yeah, you can call it getting fired. That's great. But we just launched here in the last few days, and we want to thank all the 12 views we got from all those people across the world. You know what? You guys are the greatest. I love it because
especially that one guy in Belgium. That was pretty sweet.
I love that. It's okay. I mean, we'll talk about soccer here, and isn't there somebody from Brazil? There should be all the soccer nations because we're going to talk about the Euros coming up here starting in June, and that's going to be a fun tournament because I got my split nationalities in there at Serbia and Slovenia in there, so it should be interesting to watch. But it's going to be fun. All the European people we work with and bugging people, it's always fun to cut down. So that's what life's all about. Is it's show somebody some love and tell them their team sucks.
Does Norway have a team?
Well, I don't know, but no, aren't they Vikings? Don't they paddle around in like wooden canoes or something, or what, man?
Well, the Dutch have a pretty good team.
They're okay. It's that. Listen, my daughter's she's Dutch too, So, but
no, I'm Norwegian.
Well, I'm sorry to say, you should stick to archery or something. Your national country's good at something there, right? But you know what? Do you feel better now? So I mean, I was trying to ask you this question. So, how do you, regardless of the circumstances last night, how do you feel? Like, are you pissed off? Like, do you feel betrayed? Like, what? How do you feel?
I feel it could have been handled better by both sides.
Yeah, well, I mean but that's always
feels kind of like a power trip.
Well, that's when I kind of I read between the lines. I just kind of visualized, that I was there, and that's what it's always like. It's a pissing match, and
there's rules and regulations, and people aren't following the rules.
Yeah, well, the thing is too, it's like it's just look, Ryan, they hate us, okay, and you know what?
Yeah,
I know, but it's just not them. They all hate
it's everybody.
They fucking hate us. They don't want us to exist.
They hate us because they ain't us.
Well, you know what? You can say that all you want, but I think they're beyond that now. This is not the lifestyle and everything else. No, they're
trying to put us into extinction for sure.
And that's unfortunately. And like I said, they buried us in lawyers and legal secretaries, and they've done their research. And I think, I'm sorry to say, it's not checkmate, but we're in check. And
I've never been fired while it's been in arbitration. That's wild.
Well, I'll tell you something right now. You know what? I mean, I've tried really hard in my 3.5 decades down there, and I've come close, and I've got files on me. But for some reason, I don't know why, they just don't want to fucking fire me. But I mean, I still have time. I got 4 years left, and I'm pretty sure.
You just make sure you're in the right?
Well, I you know what? Uncle Marco's not a stupid cat, and I'll tell you something right now. Listen, man, I always maybe I'm paranoid, but I guess I am. It must have been all the drugs. It was all the drugs.
You only beat them with safety,
well, there's that and everything, but I learn really quick, and like I said, while they're analyzing me, I'm analyzing them. So that's what you have to do, unfortunately, and it's turned into a bit of a war zone. But on that note, folks, we are going to take a break. Brother Ryan and me are going to go cruise around and get into a little bit of trouble. Our blues is your news.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind, should old acquaintance be poor old lang syne, my dear, poor old lang syne. We'll take a cup of kindness yet, poor old lang syne. And there's a hand, my trusty friend, and gives a hand of thine. We'll take a right good willy wot, poor old lang syne. Poor old lang syne, my dear, poor old lang syne. We'll take a right good